Hello there, and welcome aboard another episode of Rule the Waves 2 as Great Britain. As you know from last episode, we have a big fleet battle looming ahead of us. Well, invasion battle, more appropriately. And I have taken the opportunity to slightly reshuffle our fleet composition. Just a little bit. Minor changes, nothing too significant. Still have the same ships in the same places. The only difference is I swapped which ships were in this battle group. So Carrier Division 2-2 now has both of the Glorious class carriers and the Fantastic Beast, the Manticore, is now on a group all by its own. So these two will be able to launch strikes together, with the Manticore providing cap for them. And of course, its own strike capability will still be available. And then these two carriers will be providing their cap to the main battle line down here. So we should have plenty of combat air patrols for both groups, which should be pretty good. Other than that, also in the carrier group, I reduced the total number of squadrons from 3 carrier groups down to 2. So Gargoyle and Dragon are now part of this group and that group respectively. So I only have 2 groups of carriers to worry about. And also, now that I'm able to do coordinated multi-carrier strikes, I can launch a strike including 3 carriers worth of planes rather than just 2 carriers. So that should be pretty nice, throwing larger slugs in the general direction of the enemy. That said, I have no idea where the enemy is. I have no idea what the actual opposition is. I was only really poking around in the British section of the game files. So I have no idea what we're facing or where they are. And yeah, this is going to be interesting. Alright, let's get this party started. Check our radar coverage. Wow, that is some huge radar coverage. Well, I thought that was big, but wow. This is just insane. Let's see. What else can we do here? What are these guys doing? Yep, they're scouting. Hopefully they'll actually properly spread out. Because right now they are not. Well, not a whole lot else to do right now, other than start this battle. I have no idea where they're actually going to be trying to land, so I can't really move to intercept. So let's get this party started. Hopefully our radar will provide advance warning of the enemy. And if it doesn't, well then we do have a lot more destroyers than what they should have. Okay, no response so far. So let's start turning in towards the coast here. What direction is our wind? Coming from the southeast. Okay. So that is good to know. Oh my. I have no idea where they're attempting to land. Airbase. Hang on. Okay, we've got contacts. Radar has found them. Okay, well, I guess it's time to set up for a fight. Okay, let's see what we have actually available. That's our carrier groups. Ooh, I do not want my carrier groups engaging first. That would be a very bad plan. Let's take manual control over these fellows and turn them away from this particular engagement area. Well, the good news is we know where they are. crank that ship, or crank the main battle fleet up to flank speed. And let's see, the main carrier group can start heading off to the left. And I think we'll pick this group up to, we'll go up to 28 knots as well. Try and get the battle cruiser force in. Okay. Carriers turning away, battle fleet moving in. All right, let's go do this. No idea where the actual convoy is. But those are definitely contacts, and they're not ours. So hopefully those are enemies. I'm seeing plenty of radar contact reports. They're not shooting though. Why are they not shooting? All right, well, let's slow down the game speed and see if we can actually get in contact with some of these. So we'll turn on in. Let's see what we've got. Oh, hang on. Oh, those are friendlies. Okay. Well then, disregard. Back down to cruise. Back down to cruise. We'll put the carriers back on AI control. Huh. That's interesting. They merged all 3 ships into one group. Why on earth would it do that? Alright, well, we'll start moving along. Okay, this seems like a decent pace, something I might actually be able to control things at. Okay, well, we'll start turning to the south, because that's the direction they were initially. Hang on. I got a report here. From our submarine, we've got 1 pre-dread and 1 heavy cruiser, 2 light cruisers. All right, I guess we have our direction. There are Russians in this general direction. Let's start pointing that general direction. Here we go. Pick up our pace to 20 knots. Take our battle division, pick their pace up to 20 knots. How long do we have until sunrise? 1 hour, 45 minutes. Okay, it's a little bit soon to be launching recons. Okay. Well, let's start turning our carrier fleet out to sea. What are you guys doing? Head this way. All right. Oh, glorious problems with temperamental engines. What? No! What's going on? You're not supposed to have problems with that. Oh well. At least we're only going 20 knots. Carriers should be able to catch up with that. Okay. So these fellows were heading in that direction. I don't trust that. I'm pretty sure they were still trying to launch their invasion. Alright, well, we'll keep going. More radar contacts to the south. It's launching too soon. No, stop going! There we go. Okay. Alright. Let's see. Quick review of this stuff. Oh, they're launching all the recons. And they're launching torpedo bombers too? Why? We have so many scouts. Oh, this is annoying. Alright, well, let's take a look and launch some effective recons. Somehow I doubt that that's the right direction. All right, let's see. So cap, we want heavy. Let's bring their left around this way. That's pretty good. Swing it off further to the right though. And I don't need to go that far out. Only go about, yeah, about 180 should be good. Okay, that's good. Then we have the battleship division. Cap recon there. Set cap to heavy. Next up, shorten up the search. Further off to the right. One more tick to the left. It's a wide search, but that's what we got to do to make sure we don't miss anything. All right, let's turn these guys up as well. And I don't want any search from the carriers. We'll kick that up to heavy. Okay, I think that's good. And hopefully, yes, catapult launch search planes, do what you gotta do. Hopefully we get some effective searches. Okay, I think we got sufficient separation between the battle fleets. Okay, unknown radar contacts. Bingo! And this time it actually paused for us. So I guess we can reasonably assume that those are hostiles. Alright. Cut to the west. We'll cut across their path. And also we should probably start readying some strikes. So let's see. First group, Carrier Division 22. Just the Triumphant and Manticore. What's going on here? What the heck? How did Glorious get spun off back there? I am so confused by what's going on here. They shouldn't have merged into a single group to begin with. And now we have the wrong ships in the wrong groups. Oh, come on, guys. Why are you racing at that speed? Alright, I'm taking manual control over this group. Dropping their speed down to something sensible. There we go, cruising speed. That should allow the Glorious to catch up. Okay, those two are good. Okay, strikes. What kind of stuff we're going to launch here? Well, it looks like we have almost all of our planes ready. They haven't launched the caps yet. Okay, let's see. We do need to have... Okay, so the Triumphant has 2 groups of 20 fighters. I think we'll split those off into 2 groups of 10. Excuse me. All right. And then we also want torpedo bombers, dive bombers. All heavy, yep. Right, nope, not that. Keep those on light, because we don't want them lugging around extra stuff. We need the range. Okay, so we've got fighters, we got torpedo bombers, we got dive bombers. I think that's a pretty good payload for an initial batch. Okay, so we'll start readying those up. And then off of the Manticore, we're just going to start readying up everything. So 2 groups of torpedo bombers, 2 groups of dive bombers. Ready those. And then we'll take Oh, not that one. We'll take this one. 10 light escort ready. And then we'll take the other group of 10 light escort ready. Priority target is going to be carriers. That is our main threat, and that is our main objective. That's where the vast majority of their tonnage is all locked up. So let's see, that covers Carrier Division 22. We'll grab the Glorious's planes next. Oh boy, these ones are heavily laden. Let's see, spotting capability is 43. All right, so we're gonna take 2 torpedo bomber squadrons here. Start readying those. Dive bombers, we're gonna break heavy payload. Gonna break it up into groups of 10. Ready. And ready. And that gives us 2 separate hammers we can launch. And then we're going to keep our 20 fighters off of the this plane to provide cap for our own group. Okay, next up, Carrier Division 6. This is the one that's going to be doing the bulk of the striking, since it's got the most, well, yeah, Carrier Division 6 and 10 are the ones going to be doing the bulk of the striking. We're just going to start readying up all the bombers. Heavy payload on everything. Okay, dive bombers, torpedo bombers, more dive bombers, more torpedo bombers, and more dive bombers, all heavy. There we go, full batch, ready up. And then we're going to split these fighters into groups of 10. Yep, 10 there, 10 there, 10 there, ready. And then we take the next round as well. Ready up. Okay. That covers Carrier Division 6 strikes, and we're going to do basically the same thing on Carrier Division 10. This is actually working out fairly well since we had all the night to repair the planes that weren't in good condition. So almost all of our squadrons are fully laden. Well, that's really good news. Okay, let's see. Dive bombers, torpedo bombers, more dive bombers, more torpedo bombers, more dive bombers. Oh, we missed a couple. There we go. Torpedo bombers as well. All heavy. And ready strikes. Then we need to split up our fighters. Okay. Again, escorting. 10. 10. 10. Looks good. Ready. And one more round. One. Oop, hang on, where'd you go? There we go. 2 and 3. There we go. Ready strikes. Alrighty. So those are set. Hang on, was there any others? Alright, we've done Carrier Division 22, 6, 10, Glorious. Everything else is capital ships and their recons. Okay, sounds good to me. Alrighty, looks good to me. Let's pick our game speed down to normal speed and let's start maneuvering for an engagement. Alright, carriers can go over here. These fellows can start heading this way. And let's see, cutting intercept course, cutting flank course, and we'll see what we got here. That looks like columns of invasion ships. Outstanding. Hopefully we get some, oh, Okay, looks like we've been spotted. Medium bombers out, torpedo bombers out, so we've got recons. Hopefully they'll start spotting things. And I really hope our land-based air raids start getting involved. Because I spent a whole lot of money on those. Yep. And we've been spotted. So they know we're here. Okay, guys, come on. Let's start shooting. And we have our first report. Carriers. All right, perfect. I think we're going to see if we can get our battle cruisers in on those carriers. Check our reports. Don't care about recon. Don't care about land-based. Do we have our... What's the status of our cap? I don't see any cap. Not yet. Alright, well, we do know that there is a large force over here. As soon as we get our cap up, we're going to have to start getting involved. And here's our next report. Yep. I'll keep this one just as a reminder, but I think this clearly indicates where the enemy currently is. Now we just need to actually get involved. Alright, and they are opening fire. Woohoo! First hit. Okay. Airstrikes are ready. At least starting to get ready. Not bad for a pre-dawn barrage. This is pretty good positioning, too. We've got the sun at our backs, relatively speaking. Actually, let's dodge down this way. Well, no. We'll continue on our current course and see if we can get our carriers behind the enemy. Or, correction, battle cruisers behind the enemy. Alright, seeing a few more hits. Let's hoist the flotilla attack order, see if we can get some of these destroyers to actually engage. And what are those? We have visual on them. In this pre-dawn twilight. Let's turn back around. Wow, that is some insanely long targeting. Why are the battle cruisers targeting that, but not... There we go. Target identified. Imperator Pavel class battleship. Rocking 12 16-inch guns. A pretty solid construction overall. This is basically a... That's a little weird. Somehow I doubt it has 80 aircraft on board. I've heard rumors that there's a display bug where it shows the aircraft capacity of whatever ship you previously had selected when you pull up this information. So yep, one aircraft, 80 aircraft. Whereas if we pull up the Humongulus, excuse me, 2 catapults, 5 aircraft. And if we go back, there we go, 2 catapults, 5 aircraft. So yep, there's definitely a little display bug there. But we have eyes on the enemy battleship, so it's time to open fire. Let's see if we can get these battle cruisers in the action as well. Let's select a different target. Like, maybe these. That seems like a good target. See if we can get some damage on those transports and scatter their invasion. Fore and aft hull hit. Ouch. Not too bad, though. And there we go. That's doing some damage. How many hits was that? Oh man. And I see torpedoes in the water as well, heading towards those transports. Fantastic. Now I just need to get these cruisers in action, which it looks like they're actually doing already. But I think, we could probably turn them just a little bit more aggressive there. There you go. Point towards the enemy and actually engage. Let's check our reports. Let's see. So carriers back here and over here. So that's two different groups here. All right. Looks like our battle cruisers are headed in the right direction. Yeah. There are carriers around here. Somewhere in this back area, there are indeed carriers. I don't know what their organization is. They probably have something similar to what we've got. A scouting force, main battle line with supporting carriers, and then a dedicated carrier group. If I had to guess, the ones we're seeing back here are either the carrier group or the support. Alright, so let's see if we can actually get properly engaged. So I do like the fact that we've got transports here. Let's see, do we have any cap launching yet? Still no reports on cap. That's actually kind of annoying. Would very much like to get that cap up so we have cover against enemy airstrikes before I launch my own. That's the only thing that I'm really waiting on. So, Battlecruiser Division doesn't have any craft to provide cap, but we should be getting some for Battle Division 18. Let's do a quick check. So these fellows, they've already done their search. We've gotten ordered heavy cap. So that's already set. Glorious, what are you doing? Oh, Glorious is just hanging off to the side. Oh well, that's okay. Let's see, how are these guys doing? Yeah, no search. Because that'd be silly. And we have a heavy cap ordered. I don't know what's going on. Why do I not have a cap up yet? Oh well. Let's focus on the frontline battle for now. I'm pretty sure that Imperator Pavel is having trouble. Just based on that, I think any battleship would be in poor shape after, what was that, 7 17-inch shell hits. Granted, we've taken a little bit of damage in return. Down to 1 of our electro-optical directors. And our radar is damaged. That is unfortunate. But we're still slamming quite a few hits in on her. Between the Behemoth and the Juggernaut. I think we're doing just fine. Although I do think we should start breaking off a little bit so we don't get torpedoed. Let the light cruisers do their thing. Light Cruiser Division 16? Huh. Oh well. Hopefully they figure things out soon. Okay, and we're receiving reports of glare. Good. That ought to make things harder for the enemy. Okay, we got a few more hits on the Imperator Pavel. She is in very bad shape now, heavily damaged and on fire. Where's our cruisers? Marshal Voroshilov. It's a decent cruiser. A little weird spot for those secondaries, but if they're going to insist on putting torpedoes in a bad location like that, okay. Alright, so we've got heavy cruisers here. Let's see if my battle cruisers can target those heavy cruisers. There we go. Give them a target. Hoist the flotilla attack signal. And let's move along another turn. More hits on the Imperator Pavel. Yeah, I think everyone's doing damage to her. Let's turn the main battle line back south. Oh! That's not good. Well, that's unfortunate. Rodney is down to a 20-knot maximum speed. What about Juggernaut? How's she doing? 26. Okay. And she even has a little bit of flooding. Dang it, here I was taking evasive action. How did they both get hit by torpedoes if the Pavel only has one launcher? Oh well. Well, good news is we're not going too fast. We're only 20 knots, so they should still be able to maintain formation. And the Behemoth gets hit too? Oh man, this is just not my day. Cruisers, you suck. You had one job, and you totally failed. Heck, even my destroyers are getting involved, and they are just not hitting anything. Excuse me. It sounds like a sneeze. Well, that is not a bad destroyer. Keep going. Sure, we'll be able to start scoring some hits. Why are they firing at secondaries? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, do we have any other... Yep, we got more contacts to the north. Let's accelerate to flank speed, and let's start heading after them. I think our battle line has this group, both the battleship and the cruisers, well underway, or well under control. So let's see if we can find some of their carriers. Let's see, do we have any cap yet? Okay, yes, we do have cap, readying to flying. Fantastic. So we only have about 15-ish turns. This one's a little bit late, but overall, good. As soon as the cap is up, we can actually start launching some strikes. 1, 2... 3. Ah, man. This thing is just not having any good luck. Bridge destroyed. And it's so hard to do, too. We've got a 16-inch conning tower. Most modern battleship of the fleet, and already damaged radar, crew quality smashed. Ugh. And we get splinters in the uptakes, too. Man, this is just not going well for the battle line. Some nice spreads of torpedoes, though. Looks like our destroyers are doing fairly well. Let's see, can we take on a Voroshilov? Nope, they do not want to be engaging that. Start bringing our cruisers back around. How are we doing against this one? Well, she's reporting 3 turrets knocked out, and looks like one of her torpedoes down too. Good. Let's see if we can shift our fire to the other one, though. Not that one. Not that one. Oh, I guess we don't have visual on it yet. Oh, wait. Hang on. That one. Yeah. Okay, shift your fire. And let's keep on going. How long do we have left? 11 turns. 12 turns. Longest one is 16 so far. Okay. Looking good. Seeing plenty of hits, though. So we are... it looks like it's mostly on the enemy. Keep on rolling. Looks like we're starting to fire on that Voroshilov. And are we already getting hits? Yes, we are. Excellent. All that radar fire control is very much helping. And who was the idiot who launched torpedoes at our own destroyers? That is not a good plan. All right, we'll do a quick evasion here just to make sure we don't get torpedoed by those heavy cruisers. They're mostly looking pretty well shot up, but, you know, best to be on the safe side. Enemy aircraft approaching Battle Division 18. Okay, what do we got? Well, I see torpedo bombers and fighters. Okay. Looks like it's time to start doing a full-on evasion. Our cap is not out yet, and they've already launched a strike. And we've got something spotted over here. No idea where the enemy carriers are, though. Well, let's head over this way. Yep, still approaching. That's fine. In fact, I'm going to withdraw the flotilla attack order, start forming our destroyers back up again. I think that invasion fleet is doomed. Quite done for. Okay, we got it. Alrighty, let's see. So, 4 torpedo bombers going in, getting our first air combat of the day. And 1 damaged, 1 damaged. Hopefully we don't get anything. Yep, no hits. Good. Oh man, that's some serious hits on that destroyer there. Ditelli? No, Ditelny. There we go. And of course, more shells after that poor sinking battleship. Okay, let's see. What do we got here? So we got 4 dive bombers going in on a destroyer. Sam takes out 2. Sam takes out 1, damages 1. Light anti-aircraft damages the already damaged one. Alright, 5 torpedo bombers going in. Sam takes out 2. We still have launches. Okay. Once our cap is up, we should be much more resistant to these strikes. And I am almost certain that those are carriers over there. Oh man, what a mess of torpedoes. Well, no hits yet from the enemy torpedoes, so that's good. Looks like our battleships have successfully... Oh man, 1 dive bomber goes in. Sam blows up 2 aircraft out of the 1 attacker. More Sams, and then the heavy A opens up, and we've got 1 more destroyed from the... Let's see, that puts us at -2 aircraft. And then we damaged 2 more. So they have -2 aircraft flying, and both of those are damaged. Not bad. I love how this statistical probability calculator works. Sometimes it gives you some weird results. Alrighty, I think those heavy cruisers are done. Well, at least that one is, that Voroshilov. This one, still moving. Then again, I don't think she's going to be moving for much longer. After 3 17-inch hits, make that 4 17-inch hits. Yeah. Not going to last long. Keep rolling. And hopefully we can start reforming the fleet and get away from those torpedoes before they start hitting us. And I think we'll do a little evasion with our cruisers as well. Alright, let's put these guys back on AI control. See if we can start reforming. Withdraw the flotilla attacks, and let's turn north. Or sorry, northwest. Keep running. And let's see. Rodney avoiding torpedoes, but we've successfully dodged so far. Why did you detach? You should be having no problems right now. Oh my. How's our chase? Well, there's more cruisers over here. Let's shift our fire onto that other group. There we go. And start opening broadsides. And Rodney, you can shift your fire to that guy. Turn that way. Humongulous is looking good. Hopefully the others can start forming back up. And we're getting a few bounces. Good. Let's see if we can keep the range open for now. So I would much rather be at a distance where our guns can penetrate their armor, but they cannot do the same to us. Is that Voroshilov finished yet? Pretty sure they're both in bad shape now. Yep, still getting plenty of bounces. That's good. Try and keep this range nice and open. And is our cap up yet? Spotting to flying, spotting to flying. Ooh, that's a little bit delayed. And those are a little bit late too. All right, let's see. Who's almost ready? Because I do want to get at least some strike out in this general area. So we have the main carrier fleet. Then we got the Triumphant. Let's see. So Triumphant is well on the way to getting their cap up. In fact, we already have some up. And we've got more on the way. Good. So we can definitely safely launch Triumphant's strike. What about the Manticore? Let's take a look at that one too. Those ones are a little bit delayed. That said, they are already spotting. Alright, we'll send the Triumphant's planes. Actually, hang on. What about Glorious? Okay, Glorious's cap is already well on the way. And it doesn't look like they have anything else either. So we'll send Glorious's strike. Okay, so select Glorious. And we're going to send... There we go. Coordinate those. Hang on. Nope, we don't have any sort of escort. We want the general strike headed in this direction, but we're not going to send the Glorious. We'll send the planes off of Triumphant because that actually has some escorts available. I'm not sending them in without cover. Okay, so we have 43 capacity. 20, 36. Oh, that's overload. Okay. Can we reduce something by a little bit? Nope. No can do. I guess I'm stuck. So I guess we're going to have to do two separate strikes. One with the fighters and dive bombers, one with fighters and torpedo bombers. Or heck, I won't even be able to do that. So I guess it's going to be fighters and dive bombers. Alright, priority target carriers. Destination here. And let's launch those off. Okay, and there is something up here. That looks like... Huh. Interesting. That is quite a naval strike there. Do they have carriers over that way? Let's see. Do we have any recons available? Let's see. So, BatDiv 18 has plenty. So, yeah, I think we're going to do that. We're going to launch some planes off of BatDiv 18. So we're going to take that. Uncheck the search, because I want something to check that northern area. Let's see, we want further off to the right. Nope, can't go that far. Let's shorten that up to a more reasonable range. Seems pretty good. And then left, we want that more over that way. That seems good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. I think that'll do the trick. Hang on. Let's go a little further off to the right. We'll do a full 180-degree fan. Yep, that looks good. Get that follow-up recon and see if we can find their actual carrier fleet. So if we can launch a nice heavy strike against that, I would be very, very happy. Okay, we are still pursuing whatever that group is. They've got cruisers in escort, which suggests that that is possibly their carriers. And we're still doing a pretty good job fending off whatever they've got. And nuts, we just lost one of our missile launchers. Oh well, that is the risk. Anything you put on a ship can and will be shot up. Let's see, how are we doing? Are we reformed yet? Pretty sure these destroyers and capital ships are destroyed. What is that? Oh. Bombers heading out. Good. Hopefully they find something useful to launch their bombs at. And yeah, no flotilla attack, so they should be ceasing their torpedo barrages, mostly. Oh, that's interesting. What are they doing there? All right, let's turn back in. And hopefully these destroyers start forming back up. because I do not like when they trail along behind like that. Let's see, is that thing moving? It is still moving. I don't like those torpedoes. Hard to starboard. Okay, looks like our cap has finally arrived. So we do have cover for this group. So we have any cover for these guys? Yeah, we got some cover up there. So that's good as well. Let's start bringing these guys back around. Which direction are these guys going? Looks okay. Well, let's start heading back north as well. There is definitely a stream of planes heading in this from this direction. They're up over here, aren't they? Well, hopefully we'll get the results of our recon in the next episode, and we'll see if we can launch off a strike at them. Until then, this is Katori D7, signing off.